Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, April 29th, 2014. This is Talk to Me Tuesday number 134. Not a whole lot of crafty to show this week because I didn't have a very crafty week this past week between trying to help my son with this stupid paper for school that tells you to read these tiny little things and get a 3-page paper out of something you can sum up in a paragraph, and other things going on in our life that have caused a lot of stress on us. It hasn't been a very good week, so not a very crafty week. So let's just sum it up in a nutshell. Every time we see the light at the end of the tunnel, somebody snuffs it out and buries it as deep as they can, and how I would like to kick that somebody in the backside. So anyway, onward, what do we have to show? No paper piecing this week. I was not going to add to everything going on by asking my daughter to copy the couple block patterns for me. I know she would have if I asked, but we were already dealing with enough, so why just add more when we can just take a break? So, and since it's my project and it doesn't have a due date and a time limit, I can do what I want. So, I don't know. You may see something next week, you may not. I did receive a wonderful package of yarny goodness from one of the people who watches my videos. Thank you once again, Miss Alita, for such a wonderful package. And in that package, she sent some Lily Sugar and Cream cotton. And I had started working on a dishcloth with some other stuff I had and decided to set that aside in lieu of using some of this really pretty stuff. So here it is. It's not a huge dishcloth, as you can see by this string. That's all I had left of the yarn. I used as much as I possibly could. I absolutely love it. It's a pretty yarn and it's a really nice pattern. So there's that. I will not use it as a dishcloth. I will probably just use it as a pot holder or something to hold a hot dish, or maybe even set it on a stand to set my glass or whatever on. So, but there it is. I have to get a picture of this. I have to get a picture of my April PPV bomb block. I have to get pictures of socks for the sock along, and it's already the 29th of April. I'm doing good. So, speaking of socks, I did manage to get one of my Great and Powerful Oz socks done. I picked it up to work on it one night, and I was just so annoyed at that time that the needles weren't sitting right. I kept feeling like everything I wasn't using was getting in the way. The yarn kept wrapping around things. I started making stupid little mistakes, so I set it to the side, and I picked it up yesterday afternoon, and I finished it. So I do have one of the socks done. I don't have any clue when I'm going to cast on the next one. We'll see what happens, but there's one of them. And I didn't really plan on having to make sure these were done for the sock along, so it's not a big deal. So in its little project bag it goes until I make a second one. And then I have this pretty little project bag that has something in it, and even if I showed you how far I got, you'd look at it and say, and it's supposed to be what? So, I'm not going to bother to take it out, but I'm trying to use each of my project bags so none of them feels left out. So, my son just gave me a strange look. But the yarn I'm using to make this, the one skein, I got towards the end, and every time I turned around, there was a cut in the yarn, and I had to stop, rip back some stitches, tie it together, start over. I haven't run across that in the next skein of yarn. I hope I don't. But you'll see whatever is hiding in this little project bag hopefully next week. The only other thing I have to show... Hey, he's trying to walk off with my stuff. You're not even going to know what it is if you look either. So the only other thing I have to show, I do on occasion what I call brainless work. And it will be to take a pattern that I can do that I do not have to think about. I can just work, and whatever. It doesn't mean to say that I'm saying anyone who's tried the pattern and doesn't understand it is stupid. It's just, for me, it's something I don't have to think about. It's kind of like for everybody, like Ofen Jen and Jewel 68, and people who do the sideways shell for the Linus Afghans. You all have probably done so many of them by now that you don't even have to think about it when you're working on it. Well, that's what I mean by brainless work. So Saturday evening, I pulled out a box that I had that contained some Dazzle Air yarn, and if you don't know what it is, it's a really soft acrylic yarn that has a really nice shine and sparkle to it. I've had it in my stash for who knows how long, and I'll slug them. Take out some frustration, pop your son in the eye. So I pulled it out, and it was a toss-up between the corner-to-corner Afghan, the 10-stitch square, or the 10-stitch zigzag. I decided to just go with the corner-to-corner Afghan. So I chose the first color, and after that, every time I started running out, I told my daughter I need a new color.
Need help holding it?
So the colorway, the color placement is from her. The work is for me. So here we go. And I'll show you as much as I can here. So, because I'm limited to space. So here it is. Hopefully you can get a good picture. We'll start at the bottom. And we'll show you that. And then we'll work up to the middle. And then we'll work up to the top. So give you a good idea. And if I remember, I will take a picture of it before I finish off this video so you can get a better look. It is a little bigger than a regular Lapgan would be. Plenty of room for me to fit underneath it.
Or your kitty.
Yeah, and my kitty, as my son said, she tends to like to take over anything that's crocheted. But, yeah, I started it Saturday evening. I finished it Sunday night. So, really quick, easy to do. I was thinking of putting an edge around it, but I decided against it because I like the way the colors just, they're there and they're not. And what I did is, whenever I ran out of yarn, instead of stopping at like the end of the round or the row, I just tied on and just kept going. So, there it is. It's done. Except for, of course, my infamous, I still have to sew in the ends. And my son's picking that stuff out here. So, anyway, that's it for me. So, I'm going to call it quits because I'm hungry. Do me a favor and go roll the hot dogs.
Pretty sure not everyone wants to
So,
have hot dogs.
we're having hot dogs, and I actually, for the very first time in my life, made homemade potato salads.
And it came out really good. Be jealous.
Peanut gallery. So, other than that, I can't think of anything else. I don't know what the next couple weeks are going to bring because of things going on. A couple people have an idea of what we're dealing with. One more than others, and so thank you, Erin, who's usually always there listening to me do my ranting and raving. So, but it's nice to have somebody who's willing to listen and lend what advice she can, even if she can't lend advice, just to have somebody to listen to you. So, other than that, I'm done. So I look forward to watching everyone's videos. I hope you all have a wonderfully crafty week and a wonderfully crafty weekend. As for me, I'm going to go finish cooking dinner. As for you, it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever it is. I really do hope it's a great one, and I will see you all next week. Bye.